Today we will be discussing Premier's Test Automation Framework for web applications. The web framework was developed to provide a small learning curve, particularly for non-technical users, easy conversion of manual tests to automated tests, fast execution, fast and consistent results validation, fast and consistent HTML code capture and comparisons, test execution and validation history and traceability, and integration with HP Quality Center ALM. The framework is fully integrated with HP ALM from the requirements module, test plan module, test lab module, and defects modules. What is significant to note in this illustration is the separation between the framework engineers, customization of the framework, and the testers. The framework customization and implementation is a one-time task done by the automation engineers. Testers and SMEs need only worry about creating and executing tests. No coding or detailed tool knowledge is required. Ease of use is a common thread of this framework. The Premier framework was not only built to execute tests and validate results, but to be as uncomplicated to the user as possible. We asked for input from our clients and listened to their pain points. Throughout our development of this framework, we strive to satisfy the user that does not want to know how automation works and certainly does not want to code or maintain code and play back scripts. Acceptance of this framework by even the most skeptical user was a requirement. The goal was to create a framework that simplified testing to enable more testing and analysis in less time with fewer technical resources. The web datasheets are the first step in automation. The pre-configured spreadsheets enable non-technical personnel to quickly create test cases, removing the need for the SMEs and analysts to learn the technology behind the automation. The spreadsheets are provided to the testers based on their requirements for the web page navigation they wish to test. The first three header rows, shown in yellow, are already pre-populated with the necessary information: browser, page name, object. Rows 4 begin the data entry. The tester need only specify the data inputs and validation values they wish to use in their test case. A custom AutoTest utility quickly converts those data sheets to a format that is usable by the AutoTest engine. We will now demonstrate the speed and execution of this framework. The automated test scenario will be executed against a sample web application. The demonstration will highlight the speed of execution, speed of validation, multiple custom data validation methods, in addition to what HPQC offers. This provides the capability to test many scenarios much faster with no human error or inconsistencies. We will connect and log into the flight reservation system, a HP tutorial website. We'll search for flight availability, select and book a flight, confirm the information, and then repeat the test again. Premier's framework provides 5 types of custom validation and reporting: QTP/QC reporting, test script reporting in Excel format, table data, web objects, HTML source code. In order to provide more useful test results and solve the problems our clients have had, we have developed multiple validation methods. The reason for that is, after all, execution is important, but validation of the test results is everything. So doing so, we've come up with these 5 methods that go above and beyond what QC currently provides. The AutoTest framework provides a meaningful object naming convention in the QC test lab results reports, which makes analysis much easier. The left side of the screen shows how the framework provides these meaningful object names. Naming conventions such as departing date, departing route, returning date, first name, last name. These are customized by the framework, which allows you to see what the test did and the results of what it was validating much quicker. Comparisons between expected and actual data values are automated and reported in Excel in the second format of reporting that we have. This enables accelerated defect discovery and resolution. The spreadsheet report shows the found values during the run, shown in the circled areas. This makes it very easy to see where you have discrepancies. We have found that it provides a handy format for sending results to users. You can send this file off to an analyst and they can determine if this is a correct or incorrect found value. We can execute a run and immediately send the results to our SMEs for this analysis. It also allows for a simple way, using one of our custom utilities that we've created, to accept these found values. One trick we found useful is to verify values asking for blanks in the script. All non-blank values will be found in this report. It will be pointed out. This is helpful if the SMEs are not sure what the return value will be. The return values can then be reviewed and accepted into the test script for the next cycle. We will be discussing validation of table data. Here's an example of the table we looked for in the demo, and it's at the front page of the flight reservation system. It's simply a table of some specials going on with the routes and the prices. This is validation method 3 that we provide in this framework. Table data validation. Comparisons between expected and actual table values are automated and individually reported, enabling accelerated defect discovery. The framework compares each value in a table and compares them to the expected values. Each row is given a pass or fail grade. Fails are identified with an X in any cell that did not match the expected value. This accelerates defect discovery. It also provides a useful format for providing the results to users. Now, in a simple table example, it may not be important to know exactly which cell failed. But once you get to the larger, more complex tables, it's immediately evident that it's important not only to know what passed and what failed, but what part of the table failed quickly by pointing out with the X mark what passed or failed. Again, this spreadsheet format is ideal for providing the results to SMEs for analysis and for making modifications to any of the found values if that is desired. We also provide a fourth method, web object and HTML elements captures. Those are fourth and fifth. A custom utility captures and reports all web objects and the HTML elements, source code. This provides the ability to ensure all code changes are identified, which can be critical, compare code changes from build to build, and analyze and compare development releases for configuration management purposes. All test organizations have at one time or another encountered undocumented code changes. Being able to capture and compare the differences is helpful in knowing with certainty what has changed. It is also a tool for ensuring that your CM is solid. Even in the most structured IT groups, you will encounter bad code drops occasionally. Having the ability to analyze a release is significant. All web objects, HTML DOM objects, and their properties are captured and reported. An example is shown here. Screenshots are captured to assist with visual inspection of color, shading, image placement, readability, and as a point of reference for the report. As the test progresses from screen to screen, page to page, the page screenshot is captured and placed in the report. All the objects on that page are then listed underneath that screen capture. All objects and their properties are grouped and reported. Linked objects, image objects, web edit objects, web table objects, list objects, radio button objects, whatever's on the screen on that page will be captured and reported with all of its properties. Once in this format, these reports can be easily compared from run to run to identify all changes. Differences can be identified in seconds. In this example, we see two differences. In black, we see an image object, Aruba, that existed in a previous run, but not in the latest run. In red, we see the drop-down box selection for the arrival city has changed since the previous run. A new option on the right, Madrid, is there, but in the earlier run, Acapulco was there. The fifth method of validation is the HTML source code reporting. The HTML source code is captured and reported. The HTML code is compared against baseline and reported. Differences, again, are identified in seconds. This is similar to the previous method of capturing the web objects. Once it's captured, comparing and finding the difference is quick and easy. Reporting and validation of summary provides comprehensive test results in multiple formats. Provides accelerated analysis capability. Date timestamps on all files provide complete traceability, corroboration, and auditability. Results are saved and can be compared at any time. Multiple formats provide multiple ways to analyze results. We can take thousands of objects or lines of code and make comparisons in a few seconds. This has been critical for our clients. Having all results timestamped and saved in an appropriate repository is mandatory for IVNV, contractual, or regulative purposes. Our clients have found that having the capability to access and compare these results at any time can be helpful when issues need to be investigated days, weeks, or even months later, long after anyone can remember the important details of the test. The suite of validation provides all of these benefits. Premier's AutoTest Framework was used to successfully test mission-critical, high-profile California state websites that serves millions of Californians each day. In summary, Premier's AutoTest Framework is fully integrated with HP Quality Center, providing all the capabilities that market-leading tool has to offer. The framework is customizable and easy to learn and use, provides fast execution and validation with multiple methods of validation, maintainable and reusable, supports continuous build deploy cycles and ensures repeatable results, provides traceable and verifiable auditing capability. Premier's custom accelerators, utilities, and reports take automated web testing to the next level. The framework has been deployed and proven successful. This is not vaporware. For more information regarding Premier's AutoTest Framework or IT services, please contact Kevin Smith. Thank you.